Welcome to COMANDOLIN. Today, taking a look at the Scorpion, Still Loving You. Way back in, I probably should have looked this up before. Love at First Sting, this was probably off their Love at First Sting album. Man, I wore that Worldwide Live tape out and then bought another one and wore it out. I mean, I could not get enough of Worldwide Live back in the day. And Still Loving You, what a great, this one carried a lot of slow dancing in the gymnasium weight to it as well. If you had a gal and you wanted to let her know you were still loving her, this was the tune. And hey, turns out for an 80s hair metal power ballad, works out great on the 8-stringer and will really surprise people you play it for. And now looking ahead, this is probably a slightly longer lesson than usual because it's kind of a long song. There's a bunch of parts. And I'm going to break it up into chunks here. We'll look at each part individually. The intro, the verse part, what I'll call pre-choruses, the guitar breaks, and the main chorus. So there's lots to get into, but hey, before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below. COMANDOLIN, do a lot of these lessons and tutorials and things. Very importantly, because there's a lot going on here, if you'd like tabs for this, they'll be over on the Patreon channel. Don't have to subscribe to the Patreon page or whatnot. $3, you can pick up the tabs and this lesson with the tabs. Basically print that out and have that there. So it might be really handy for this one. So check that out. Check out the merch store for the hoodies and the stickers and whatnot. Of course, let me know where you're watching from in the world so I can put a pin on my map for you. But let's jump right in here and not waste any more time and check out this sweet, sweet Scorpion song. All right, let's jump right in here and break it down. It's in the key of G minor. And it starts out with this great intro. I'll play the whole intro and we'll break it down. Alright, so look at this to start with. Starts out with a little G minor arpeggio. It's an open D. And this figure on top that's going to repeat a lot. 6th fret on the high E, 3rd fret on the E, 5th fret on the A. So open D, a little figure, and here's where we kind of start dealing with the limitations of the mandolin right away, because in real life you'd want all these notes to just continuously ring out over each other. But you're going to have to let go and come up here and grab 3rd fret of the D string, and then we'll do the same figure up top, 6, 3, 5, and then 1st fret on the D string, that E flat note, and the same thing up here. So this doesn't change, and just our bottom note changes. Starts open D, 3rd fret D, and 1st fret D. Now from here, I'm just going to write this out like this. And you can play it like this. It's 9, 8, 6 on the E, and landing here 10th fret of the A. But in real life, and when you play this, certainly when I play it, they usually give it a little trill right there. It's just for ease of writing it out, I just wrote it like this, which is also fine. So we're going to stick that right up there, and then drops down here, barring the 1st fret of the middle 2 strings, and do this little melody up here, just like before. 6, 3, but this time land on 6th fret of the A, and then you hit the 1st fret again on these 2, and then down to the middle 2 open. And our little melody kind of follows it. Before we were up here, 6, 3, and 6. Now we'll go 5, 2, and 5. So one more time, all that. All right, sweet. Let's jump into the verse. Alright, so let's break down this verse here. This will of course be a central theme of the song. We'll repeat this quite a few times. It starts out 5th fret on the A string. This is our melody note. And we're going to hit the bottom 2 open. On the A string, dropping down 3rd fret, 1st fret. While we're on the 1st fret, grab the 3rd fret again, but this time with this finger, which you wouldn't usually do, but you can use that to slide back to the 5th. Because then, you know, it's a stronger finger, so it's easier to slide that way. Now from here, kind of awkwardly, switch back to this finger, or at least this is what I do. I switch back to that finger on this note so I can plant this finger on the 6th fret of the E string to pull off that very recognizable part of the melody here. And I use upstrokes. It's on the upbeat anyway, this part of the melody. And it walks down 6, 5, 3, landing here, 5th fret of the A. Little slide here, 5, sliding 4 to the 2, and then grabbing an A7 chord, 4th fret here, 2nd fret here. You can just strum it on the downbeats. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to pick up that high E if you want. Melody goes to open A and to a D major, 5, 4, and 2. So, and swap fingers, slide, A7, and of course at the beginning of the song it's going to do this twice. Actually, I think, does it do it 4 times? No, just twice. Alright, so from there it's going to move into what I'll just call the guitar break. It's not really the big full-on solo, but it's, you know, such a key part of the melodic structure of the thing. But it's this part. Check out what we're doing. The first thing we're going to do, again with this finger for string, sliding 3 to 5 on the D string, because this is our main melody note to there. And then walk up. Oh, 1, 3 on the A. Next little group of notes is just first open to the 1st. The next is open A, down to the G, hammer on open to the 1, and back to the open. That was it. Now it's like a little walk up kind of melody, starting on the 5th fret of the D. So 5th fret here, open A. Wait, does it go open A? Let's see. Yes. So 5, open, just walking up 1 to 3, back to the 1, back to the 3. Now here's where we kind of have to fake it, because, you know, in the real song it's just such long sustain. It does this big swooping bend from the C up to the D, which is really kind of a signature part of the sound. So what we got to do, first off, is make sure you get as much sustain on this note as you can. You can't do a lot of bending on the mandolin because the strings are, you know, such tension, but you can slowly creep it up a little bit. And then slide up you know, while keeping that note ringing, because it's got to be as smooth as you can, because this is supposed to sound like one big note. So, you know, bend a little bit, you can slide up there. And if you need to, when you slide up, if the note's gone, just hit it again. If the note's still ringing, you know, just let it ring. However, see there, it was going good enough, I probably would just left it. But, you know, or you can hit it again, either way. So that's the first half of it. Now all it's going to do is repeat the same melody an octave up. So we'll slide 8 to 10 on the A string. Our melody's up here, 5, 6, 8. Then 6, 5, 6. But here, it changes. So from here, right here, it's going to go up to the 10th fret on the A string, to the 13th fret of the A string, and then jump down from the 13th of the A to the 13th of the E, and it slides from 13 up to the 15th, what the dot is. So, I didn't do that very well. And then again here, this whole lick, we're just trying to emulate these big, slow, juicy bends. So we're going to slide 8 to 10 on the E. Oh, slide it better. And I'm just going to write out 10, 8, 6, down here just like before. Hammer 6 to 8 here, and then here's another instance where, I mean, this is what we're trying to just replicate what we did down here. A C note that holds, bends a little bit, and goes up to the D to resolve. Alright, and there's another chance too. I'm just going to write it like this, you know. But you can throw a little trill in there, or not. It's going to sound great either way. So one more time, because I've blabbered on far too long, probably about this small section of the song. Alright, so we're coming off that guitar break. So we're right here in the song. Now in real life, what the song does is it goes back into the verse pattern again. Twice through here. So just to keep a sense of where we are in this song here. So we're right here at this point of the song. We get to the first of what I'll call a pre-chorus. And you know, there's two of these, but it's this part. So let's talk about this real quick. Easy enough. We're going to start on the open G string and go to our G minor chord, 3rd fret here, 1st fret on the A. What I'll generally do is hit that down, then just come back on the upstroke and pick up that 3rd fret again. And then we're going to move up here to a partial E flat chord, 6th fret of the top 2 strings, 8th fret of the D string. I like that chord a lot, that's cool sounding. And again, I'll hit that on the downstroke, then come back up on the upstroke and hit that top 6 fret again. And then that puts you in perfect position to land that melody on the 10th fret of the A string. Because the 6th fret there, 10th fret there, that's our melody notes. Little B flat chord. 8th fret of the middle 2 strings with that finger. 7th fret here. Sliding all the way down. It's a big slide. And if I don't concentrate on it, I mess it up a lot. 5th fret to the 1st fret on the A string. And then an F chord. Same exact formation we just did, but down here. Middle 2 strings there, 3rd fret. 2nd fret on the G string. Repeats that. Now, like I say, this part happens in the song twice, and after it, it's a little bit different each time, so we'll talk about them individually. So this time, this little build here. The only difference is when it does it later in the song, it just does it an octave higher. We'll look at that then. But here, we just hit our G minor chord. We don't need that note here. In fact, you barely even hit this one. Mostly you're hitting the bottom 2 strings open. Then reach up with this finger, bar the top 2 strings, same 2 strings, but at the 5th fret. Middle 2 strings open. Middle 2 strings open, then come back down to the 5th fret and back to the middle 2, but a little bit faster. So you've got, and then landing here, back on that G minor chord, and again, don't need that because here's our melody right there. Doesn't matter which finger you grab those 5th fret notes with. Alright, from here, we're going to go 5th fret of the D, open A, and up to an E flat chord here, which is 3rd fret of, top string, 3rd fret of the bottom string, 1st fret of the middle 2. But again, you don't really need this note. I just put it there out of habit when I grab that chord. But this is the top string you're going to hear. And so it goes. You hit the chord, open A, 5th fret, 5th fret here, and land right back on the same chord. This time I probably will hit that note, so I'll finger the whole thing. The same kind of melody here, again hitting the bottom part of the chord, landing on the 1st fret, and again open A, again to the 5th fret here, but this time the melody is going to go back up here, and it's going to be part of a different kind of F chord. Open A, 3rd fret here, 5th fret. So song where he says he's still loving her, loving you, kind of a slide here from the 7th or 5th to the 7th fret of the G string, and kind of blending that with that open D, because you want that D to kind of blend into our main opening riff, because from there, that's what it does. The vocals fade out and it does that opening riff again, but just the first part. I guess it does the whole thing, but only one time. But instead of repeating, it does the second part of the guitar break again. right, from there it goes into what I'm going to call the high verse. It's just like the verse down here, musically. This is the part. We're replicating that, but we're going to do it up here, an octave higher, with some tremolo, and that'll make it nice and dramatic. Some nice double stops. 10th fret of the A. 10th fret of the high E. 13th fret of the A. Get a nice tremolo going on that. And we're going to drop down our melody again is 8 to 6. And back up because, you know, it's just the same thing. Now for this part, this is the fun part. You'll go, you hit the note here, 10th fret, but then we're going to have to jump way up here. And what is that? The 18th fret. It's an octave up from that B flat. So up there, 18th, 17th, 15th, 10. And if you're trembling on that the whole time, tweaked it. There it is. So one more time. And now, whoop, that's it. 10, 9, 7, just like before. We did it down here. And then we're going to catch our chord, which is back up here, 9th fret there, 7th fret of the middle two strings. Melody there is 9, 7, 5, and back up to D major, just like we did down here. 10, 9, 7, and 7. Tremolo it, not tremolo it, whatever. Just fun to mess with the whole thing now. Alright, so from there it's going to go into the same pre-chorus as before, right? This melody. Nothing different about this part. Alright, now here's where we're doing the same kind of climb we did before, but it's going to be an octave up. Normal G minor chord. We're going to move to a C minor chord, where all we're going to do is, so G minor is, you know, 3rd fret here, 1st fret here. All we're going to do is pick up 3rd fret of both strings there and move this to the 1st fret of the D. Here's our nice G minor chord, so, or sorry, C minor chord. So we've got G minor, C minor, I'm going to move up here, A string, and the E string, top two strings, 5th fret, 4th fret here. So walk up, 3rd, 5th, and the melody lands on the 6th. But when you land that melody on the 6th, bar the 5th fret right behind on the middle two strings. So we've got we're getting somewhere now, we're almost done here. So holding this shape, start there, kind of raking down the shape, landing on this note because this is our melody. When you get to the 6th fret, walk it down 5 to the 3. Land here in an E flat note or E flat chord. 6th fret there, 5th, 3rd. back up here to this shape. And same thing as before, rake it to the 6th fret, 5, 3rd. Now landing on this big F chord here, where it's, this time you will need both ends of the chord, 5th fret on the top, 5th fret on the bottom, 3rd fret in the middle too. Whoops. We're right up to the ending chorus. So let's just review that part one more time. Well, of course, you know, coming off this. So it's here, here. Alright, and then time for the big chorus for the finish. You're already on this shape. All you're going to do is add your pinky to the 6th fret. And that's going to lead us into our big chorus. G minor, E flat, 3rd, 1st and 1st. B flat major here, 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret here, 3rd fret here, the top 2 strings. You'll reach it up. You know, well, first off, you hit the 6th string a couple times because that's the melody. Keep your shape there and just reach up. Grab the 8th fret. And landing back here on this F chord shape. 5th fret top and bottom, 3rd fret in the middle too. And then repeat. Just add your pinky. Those are 4 times in the song. When I get done 4 times from the F, I think it's nice and dramatic to end on a big high G minor up here, you know, 15, 13, just like this, but up here. Maybe add a little tremolo to be dramatic, maybe not. Such a cool song. So you'll just take these parts, you know, that we've talked about, and just piece them together to follow along, and we'll be rocking and rolling, be swaying those lighters in no time. All right, sweet. Did you get it? Such a cool song. So nice and smooth sounding. You know, there's a lot of parts, but, you know, rewind is watch any part as often as you need. Check out the tabs, and it's just familiarity with the song. It's gonna, you know, carry you a long way because, you know, it's gonna be playing in your head. So a whole lot of fun. Hey, appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for tuning into Mandolin, and we'll see you next time.